Hello Year 5, I hope you are all okay. Today we are going to look at factors. We did do this in the lockdown just before Christmas, but we're going to revise finding factors, and some of you today will move on to finding common factors. This is a really important skill which will help you with problem solving in lots of areas of maths. Can you remember what a factor is? Can you tell someone or something around you what a factor is? Look at the example here. If I tell you the factors of 12 are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, does that help you explain what it is? Remember, a factor is a number that can divide exactly into another number. There won't be any remainder. So if you are given the number, for example, 12, a factor of 12 is 2 and a factor of 12 is 6 because you can divide 12 by 2 and you will get a whole number. When we looked at this before, some of you might have used factor bugs or factor rainbows to help you. So remember that strategy and you can use those today if you want. See if you can remember how to find the factors of a number. Pause the video now and have a go. So you have to work out which numbers multiply together to make 40. When you're working systematically, it means you work in an order, and I recommend that you always start with thinking about 1 times the number, and then 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, etc. So I know that 1 times 40 is 40, 2 times 20 is 40. I think about the number 3, and I know that the number 3 doesn't go into 40 because I know that 13 times 3 is 39, so you can't do 40 divided by 3 and get a whole number. So 3 is not going to be a factor of 40. 4 is because of 4 times 10. 5 is because of 5 times 8. And then again, I think 6. Is 40 in the 6 times table? No, it's not, because 36 is and 42 is. So 6 can't be a factor of 40. And I go on like that. I don't need to repeat factors like 8 and 10 because I've already written them down. Once I'm happy that I found all of the factors, I write them down neatly in order. Now have a go at finding the factors of 17. Pause the video. I'm hoping you've worked out that 17 has only got 2 factors, 1 and 17, because 17 isn't in any of the other times tables. Do you know what type of number we would call 17? Prime numbers are numbers that can only be divided by themselves and 1. So they only have 2 factors, 1 and themselves. So for example, 17, the only factors are 1 and 17. A number like 9 is not a prime number because it can be divided by 3. 3 times 3 is 9. A really important fact that you need to know is that the number 1 is not a prime number, because for a number to be a prime number, it needs to have 2 different factors. For example, 19, 1 and 19. With the number 1, its only factor is 1. Can you write a list of the prime numbers below 20? Were you correct? Now we are going to move on to common factors. Think about the word common. You might have heard it in the phrase, I have lots in common with my friend. So factors which are common are ones that are shared by two numbers. So there are some examples here. So factors of 8 and factors of 12, they share the factors 1, 2 and 4. Choose 2 of these questions to have a go at. 5 and 6 for few ideas, 7 and 8 for relate. Make sure you find all of the factors of both of these circled numbers. So for example, find the factors of 50 and find the factors of 20, and then you can identify the common factors. Pause the video while you work it out. How did you get on? Did you miss any? Pause the video while you mark. There are 3 extend tasks to get through today, so I will show you all 3 of them and then the answers will be on the final slide. Read them carefully and move yourself on to the next one when you are ready. Pause the video to work out the first one. Here is the second task. And the final task, which is my favourite because I love a Venn diagram. Please make sure you write an explanation explaining your reasoning for this. Once you have finished, you can mark using the answers on the next slide. If you have any questions, let me know. Pause the video. Okay, there's a lot of information on one page here, so I'll talk you through it. For 7a, 50 and 60 share the factors 1, 2, 5 and 10, and 32 and 56 share 1, 2, 4 and 8. For 7b, 12 and 96 share 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12, and 60 and 80 share 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. For 8a, Jess is incorrect. Read the explanation here. Hopefully yours looks something like it. 8b, Scott is incorrect as well. For the Venn diagrams, 11 and 22 should be in the middle, okay, where each of the circles join. 6 is only a factor of 132, so it should be in the factors of 132 circle. For 9b, 15 should be in the middle of the Venn diagram, and 27 should be in the factors of 135 section. I hope that you got along well with those tasks. Let me know if you've got any questions, and I'll see you soon.